Hello everybody, and welcome to my least favorite boss in all of Maple, Damien. I'll explain why during the fight. I rarely ever talk about this guy without talking about why I don't like him. But let's just go straight in. Love this music. Alright, so there he is, looking all amazing. Like, I love his look, I love his style. Maple Heroes was very fun, but just his fight just has so many things wrong with it. Okay, so the first thing you'll notice is this giant sword that will start floating around, and as it's floating around it doesn't do too much damage. It's when it stabs into the ground after targeting a player. So you'll see that this reticle is here, showing that I'm the one being targeted by the sword. I try to keep the sword in the corner to not bother myself or even the party. And, of course it does a lot of damage once it reaches the floor. Or once it starts exploding on the floor. So the next thing I want to talk about is the brands and how they work. So you can see that there's a number, 1 out of 7 above my head. And once that reaches... once that reaches 7 out of 7, I'll instantly die, and then another sword will spawn. So you definitely don't want to let yourself reach 7 out of 7. In order to get rid of, or I guess I'll explain how to get them again. Or, again, what? Explain how to get them. So over time, like every 30 seconds, you'll see that this up here will give you 1 brand. I have 19 seconds before I automatically get another brand. The other way is to get hit by Damien's physical attacks. So this attack, the Galaxy Slash, is a physical attack that will also give me a brand, and then he has an attack where he'll go into the air and then dive. That is another physical attack. In second phase, any attack that he swings his sword at you, no, not really any, more like the one where he dashes across the screen is a physical attack. So definitely want to avoid that. Okay, so here's the dive. And that is a physical attack as well, which will give you brands. So the attack right there is the smoke attack, which will one-hit anybody that's caught in the smoke when it explodes. He also has these blue orbs. Well, okay, I'll explain this one since it's already happening. So these yellow fireballs will do, I think, like 90 or 95% HP. Same goes for the explosion from the sword, by the way, so definitely avoid any of those. Not a one-hit kill, so you don't have to worry about that, as long as your health is full. So these blue orbs that will spawn, if you're hit by them after they hit you, they will force you to input keys or directions to get free. If you do not do that, then you're bound for 10 seconds. At least I believe it's 10 seconds. I haven't actually looked up how long it is. Let me just tell this person congrats on hitting 170, getting that new hyper skill. Wonderful. And yeah, to get rid of the brands above your head, I know I didn't talk about that, but to get rid of the brands, you have to go to that altar that spawns randomly in the map. In the first phase, it usually spawns somewhere near the center, so I try to keep the sword in the corner. And then, so yeah, you just hold down NPC chat, and then you'll be able to free yourself of brands. You can also pass on the brands to your party members by doing the same thing. However, your party member has to be standing still for you to pass on the brand. How this is helpful, I'm not too sure. Maybe if somebody has invincibility frames where they can like move around with it as well, they can maybe take your stacks and then use invincibility to then get the altar. I don't know, something like that. And let's see, anything else I want to explain? I already explained the blue stuff, I explained the sword, the brands. Okay, so the Galaxy Slash as well as his dive will push you back, will knock you back, and do damage giving you a brand. The thing the safe spot for the dive is stay under him or very far away from him. The Galaxy Slash, just stay behind him. And let's see. Now I'll get into things that I don't like about this boss after I survive this. So the things I don't like about this boss: the lingering hitboxes, and also the animation not usually matching up with what he's doing. So, I guess I'll talk about the lingering hitbox first. Okay, never mind, he's doing that. So I'll talk about the sword and how it has animation, you know, not matching up with the actual damage. Or when you take damage. So the sword will explode, and you think that as soon as it explodes, you take damage? That is not the case. You'll actually take damage before the explosion, because it's out of sync with, you know, when it actually deals damage. So keep that in mind. Also, let me show you the lingering hitbox. So here's this Galaxy Slash, which will knock you back, right? Animation is over, the attack is finished, but I still got hit by the knockback. And I was given a brand as if he was actually still attacking. The dive is the same exact thing. Animation is over, I jump in, and I get hit by the knockback. And given a brand because, you know, it gives brands. So, yeah, if Nexon could fix the sword matching the animation, like, that would be great. Fixing the lingering hitbox on the dive and the Galaxy Slash, that would also be great. And I wouldn't hate this boss. I would actually enjoy fighting him, if they fix all that. So yeah, I'm going to try to get the sword away from the center, because that's usually where the altar appears. Did I already explain what happens if you get 7 brands? Oh, and also the swords can glitch sometimes, and give you an extra sword even though you didn't deserve it. So yeah, wonderful fight. Let me see, I think that's all I really want to mention. For the first phase, anyway. Oh, there's also no timer for when you leave and try to go back in. So you can go right back in if you think you're going to fail or you just want to go in for practice. You can just go straight back in, or right back in. So I think for first phase, that's all I really wanted to talk about. If I find something that I want to talk about, I guess I'll put it in. Otherwise, I'm just going to skip to when I get near his second phase. Oh, you know what? I don't think I mentioned this, but when he does his dive attack, sometimes he'll have a strange thing where he'll be facing to the right, and then the animation will also go to the right, but he'll actually be attacking to the left, so you get knocked back, and he'll then appear at the left. And it's very strange when that happens. I do have footage of it happening, but I'm probably going to leave it out because I would have to go through all of my test recordings and stuff. I don't want to do that. Too much work. Alright. So here's second phase. When you get him, you know, to his HP, like right above the death counter, he goes into second phase. This phase is a lot more manageable because there's no lingering hitboxes. There shouldn't be any swords, however, since I had a glitched first phase, he might have a sword in here. But there should be no swords, and it looks like we don't have any. Cool. There is this blue thing following you, though. Oh, never mind, I spoke too soon. So anyway, the blue thing following me won't do too much damage, it's not really that much. But, why do I have 2 swords now? But, what it does is it lowers your damage to 10% of what it normally is. So there was his dive attack. It is drastically changed from the first phase. Instead of hitting you and knocking you back and giving you a brand, it will now one-hit kill you. And it goes a lot farther, so watch out for that. So I'm going to go ahead and clear my brand here. Same thing, just hold NPC chat. So yeah, the blue orb, not really that dangerous, it mainly just lowers your damage, so you want to stay away from it. Something I really want to drive into everybody's head is duck under that attack. He does it almost every time that he's done doing another attack. So he's about to do it now, because he just finished an attack. No? Okay, never mind, I guess you went into another attack. So yeah, duck under it. Hold down in order to dodge it. Because every time you're hit by that attack, you'll be hit with a brand. Or you'll be given a brand. So he's probably going to do it again here. Yep. Just duck under it. This attack you can actually avoid by standing in between the slashes, or you can just avoid it by not being in the slashes in the first place. That attack pretty much is the same as first phase. The orbs will not one-shot you, they'll only do like 95% HP. And, anything else? Oh, the spin attack. Hopefully he does it. So there's his dive again. I'm just waiting for him to do a spin attack. Woo! Come on, do it. It's very annoying. You know I hate when you do it, so do it. He doesn't want to do it. He's shy. So he has a spin attack where he spins in place and launches out orange orbs to his left and to his right. And if you're hit by them, you take a lot of damage. The best way to dodge them, is to either move very far away from him, or to stand on, or I guess you can jump over them. But basically, either standing right on top of him, moving far away from him, or jumping over the orbs is the best way to dodge it. He hasn't done it yet, so I'm kind of waiting for him to do it. I don't want to kill him as well because I need to take people to this boss. Let me see. Oh, he has another attack where he'll actually bind everybody in the map, and you have to press left and right very quickly in order to avoid getting instantly killed. Because maybe I have to die in order for him to do it. I think I might have him... Oh, there it is! So yeah, this attack. You can either stand right on top of him, or you can move far away enough so that the orbs disappear. Actually, I wonder if these... Oh, they also lower how much your potions heal. So remember Magnus and how when you're outside of his blue area, or when you're inside of his... No, I was right with the first one. When you're outside of his blue area, you, you know, get reduced damage and reduced healing. Well, with him, it's the opposite. If you're... Yeah, oh my god, this attack! Okay, so this is the attack I was talking about. He binds you and you have to press left and right very quickly in order to break up. Oh my god, that really just happened. That really just happened. Wow. Okay. Well, let me talk about what I was talking about before. So, in this fight, you want to stay out of the blue. Because if you're in the blue, you know, do less damage and you can't heal yourself properly. Potions only heal 10% of what they normally heal. Okay. So, that attack he just did. What happened was, he binds you, and then... So he binds you, and you have to press left and right very quickly in order to break free. On top of that, you also have to run up and hit him before his bar goes down. Because if you fail to do so, he'll kill you and everybody in the map. You know, yeah, that's just it. And I think that's all of his attacks. Okay, so here's the attack. And you want to press left and right as quickly as possible to break free, make it over to him, and then hit him at least once. Because if you don't, then he does that. And it just explodes the whole map and kills everybody. I'm not sure if you're in a party if it matters if everybody hits him. I assume it does. I assume everybody's got to hit him at least once, but not too sure. But all I know is that when I'm soloing him, as long as I hit him before his meter goes down, or sometimes even if I do that, he still kills me, but I noticed that there's at least a higher chance that he doesn't kill me. So I'm going to try to wait for him to do it again, so I can show you what happens when you don't, you know, fail to reach him. Okay, so here we go. I seem to be closer to him now. However, I think that blue thing's going to get me. Nope. Alright, so I hit him. And I should be able to survive. Hopefully. Nope. He decided he wanted to kill me. So anyway, that's usually how I survived that. For some reason it wasn't working today. But anywho. Hopefully this helped in, you know, some way. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope to see you in my next video. And until next time.